In case you missed it, the news wrote, words from Durk's father have Durk being released on bond. With this being his third attempt, his lawyers made an offer so great the judge can't refuse it.
I just left the courtroom for the bond hearing for my son for the least for the third time. This time it was very fair. The judge was very fair. He wasn't pro-prosecutor, he wasn't pro-defense, but he was pro-justice. So he listened to all the evidence, and he's gonna give a ruling in the next few days about what his position is for the bond. But we were very pleased at how it turned out. So continue, family, friends, and fans, continue to keep us in your prayers, and we thank you. And inshallah, God willing, this be victorious for us, that we have a good ruling in our favor.
This resulted in the judge taking 4 days to make his decision. Sadly, Lil Durk would be denied his bond for literally being too rich. The news wrote, the feds say Lil Durk would need to go completely broke and give up all of his property to be granted bond, as they fear he might use his fortune to place bounties on witnesses.
No bond for Lil Durk. Let me tell you about what options he has left and why the bond was denied this time. Now, he's in federal court on a murder for hire charge where he faces the possibility of life in prison. What that means is, under the federal law, it is presumed that you do not get a bond because the charge and the penalty are so serious. So your lawyer has to go out there and show why you should get a bond. Now, ultimately, what the district judge decided to deny the bond on was a couple of factors. There's a couple $1 million being put up, but it's not all being put up by Durk. Some of it is from the label, and ultimately Durk has a lot more money and assets than what's being put up. So if I let him out on bond and he tries to flee, he's gonna have tons of assets and money at his disposal.
However, there was a viral tweet that went around after Durk was denied his bond. It reads, if you think Durk was denied bond because he's rich, you know nothing about this case. Didi's brother just snitched on all of OTF, and instead of making it public, they're hiding it to catch Durk's lawyers by surprise. I found the evidence files, and it's very concerning. It's written, the new Ted body cam footage of him begging to snitch against Durk and OTF members has changed this case. Durk's lawyers submitted paperwork for an extended time on their bond proposal. What did Ted say to the feds? Ted is also known as OTF Didi's brother, who is Durk's main hitter. Ted was picked up by police at a local convenience store when he had a firearm in his jeans pocket.
Really? Dude had a. What about that? A man had a with an extended clip. That's cool though, right?
At this moment, Ted was driven to the police station. Before even getting inside, with tears coming down his face, he tells the police, "Swear I'll tell you all about the murders," hoping not to be placed in jail. Still, it was already too late for him.
Come on. Hey, stop it. Stop it.
I swear to God, I tell you, I will tell you, please, I swear, please.
Being placed into the waiting cell, Ted is seen crying his eyes out, wanting nothing more than to just rat on murderers he knows and be taken out of jail.
Wait, hold on, you gotta relax for me, because I can't understand it. Relax. What's the number? 777, what you saying, man? We're gonna see what we can do for you, alright? We're gonna see what we can do for you. You gotta relax for me.
Relax, man. I'm gonna get a bus to prison. Relax.
Give me No, I'm saying, what are you talking about? I'm trying to get that.
With OTF Didi being his older brother, when there was news of someone snitching with their family's last name in court paperwork, everyone believed it was Didi or even OTF Vani, who's King Von's cousin, as Durk's best friend Bezu reacted on Instagram Live.
No more know what's going on, but them people that's in them courtrooms, man. For real. Them be false accusations. Y'all don't even know what the be going on for real. Y'all really be trying to play Inspector Gadget and all this. Y'all just be weird as hell. That's what I be talking about, man. Like, first y'all threw the jams rumors out there. Now y'all talking about Vonnie a snitch, gang. A snitch on what? Y'all don't even really know what's going on for real. On my kids, y'all really just be running. And that's why I don't participate in nothing that got to do with nothing illegal. Because of you motherfuckers, y'all be trying to get them put under the jail.
But this is where it gets crazier, as DJ Academics would speak on OTF Vonnie allegedly snitching against Durk, causing major confusion.
When you see Flacco post something, you almost gotta be like, look at this headline. Lil Durk found out that his co-defendant OTF Vonnie, King Von cousin, filed for protective custody when they came to court. Okay. That sounds so crazy. This is why we have streams like this. This is, you know, I'm not gonna get on anybody or anything like that, and I'm not gonna ever say that I haven't, you know, maybe jumped the maybe once in a while, but I definitely do aim to be correct, and I never try to be incorrect out of malice, right? This is why we love to bring up the paperwork and try to explain it, and also increase everyone's knowledge on stuff, because a lot of times these days the headline is way better than the story.
When you add all of this to the existing evidence, it reveals why there's no bond. One update many forgot about reads: over 230 gigs of digital evidence, which includes audio recordings, video surveillance, and 20,000 pages of reports, are currently being processed for discovery. As OTF member, Jam supplied them with the evidence. A court update reads: the feds believe Durk paid to get these two people dealt with. Number 1, Stefan Mack, who got Durk's brother D-Thang. Number 2, OTF Jam's baby mama passed after Durk found out he wore a wire around him. Feds think OTF Jam is the key to putting Durk in jail for all 3 crimes. It's this Instagram live that Durk noticed Jam was wearing a wire. Jam was seen holding the top of his jacket, whispering into it.
Give me the check on your man. I heard you got his head. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hey, when I was growing up, I used to have a dare. Architect. What happened to dare? Schools that stuff down.
However, months before being arrested, Durk knew Jam was acting strange. It was announced Durk has been playing 3D chess this entire time. He knew OTF Jam was gonna cooperate.
I see shit from a mile away.
I don't think people realize that.
I could have a conversation with you for 5 seconds and know your is gonna cooperate.
As Durk would later speak further on this, saying he doesn't even allow his friends to know where he lives anymore, and gives no information to anyone. You can tell how sad he is knowing that Jam's snitching.
Nobody is ever allowed to my house. It be my best friend never been in my house.
For real?
I promise.
Your best friend?
I promise. Like, it's people like that I just don't allow around my girl and my kids, cause it's like I'm just a different type. I'm not the. We're gonna have family night at Durk house tonight. It's the.
You gotta watch. Everybody at Durk's crib.
Yeah, we gotta. Everybody getting watched. We gotta watch everybody. Hey, you go too. Hey, they go too close to them kids. You know what to do. Like, that's how I play. Like, I don't play.
OTF Jam's the same man Durk gifted $50,000 to during this Instagram live, then snitched on the people in the background.
You know what's name, bro? Steady crying, huh? He's steady crying. Feed him. Feed him. Get in the milk, bro. Get in the milk so they want me to trick him, bro.
See that?
Feed
for my baby.
That's
really how y'all hold y'all babies, ain't it? I gotta hold my money like this. It's too much. Crazy though. Motherfuckers sitting up there doing all this. Sneak this and the internet games and all this. Up some money, do something. Like, we winning, bro. I can do whatever it is I want to do, I can do it. Buy what I want, do what I want. Y'all can't do that, bro. Goof,
bro got out what?
You know that
how many you did off?
How many years I did it now?
Yeah, that's your last bit. 12?
12.
That boy popped out 12 years.
Yeah.
So much money. We really was just getting in order to just figure out the lanes, man, boy.
The feds investigated those in the background of that IG live. They were jewelry shopping with King Von, making it clear they were all very close friends.
Solitary
They
stone.
big fan. We just looked at him, man.
Let's go over there.
You got to be what up, bro?
Boss, you good? My boy. Let's go.
They got real in here, man, because he just stepped in. The money man just stepped in.
Due to all this, they're pinning another M case against Durk due to OTF Jam. They showed the judge this Instagram story for D-Thang that was posted 30 minutes after Stefan Mack passed away, alongside this Instagram story where Durk laughs the following day.
You can't see other shit. What? Tweaking my folks. Hey, somebody always said it's laugh a car. Somebody always said it's laugh a car.
However, with all of this, Durk still has one last chance of being released from jail, as the prosecutors have been tearing down their evidence against Durk, which will help him win the case.
The other allegation they backed away from, which is huge, it shows the weakening of the case. Previously, the prosecution had alleged that Durk paid the bounty for the through one of his co-defendants, and they named the co-defendant. Now they've backed off that allegation. They're not actually saying that Durk paid the bounty through the co-defendant or anyone else. And the fact that they're not saying that suggests that previously they thought they were going to be able to prove that he paid the bounty through this guy, and now they know we're not going to be able to prove that he paid the bounty through this guy.
As he mentioned, the case is getting weaker for the prosecutors, who can't use Durk's lyrics anymore, as this is Durk's lawyer calling the charges a joke, as the feds only had lyric evidence against Durk, but now they aren't even using it.
The case is as follows. So there was an indictment that did not name him, right? It named others, and then there was an unindicted person. And then 3 weeks later, that indictment was what's called the first superseding indictment, and it does name him. The indictment was identical, except the unnamed person now became Durk Banks. And this is the really important part, Ak. The second indictment, what's called the first superseding indictment, only had one new fact. It had one new fact, and that was it alleged that there was a video by Durk that celebrated and monetized this.
Durk's lawyer, Drew, would flat out say they want to go the distance. But now with the new charges, this might be a terrible idea. Academics would ask if Durk would entertain a plea deal. Drew says no, we're going all the way.
You know, likelihood of a plea. I think a lot of people have seen, like, this seems like it's a do or die thing. This is kind of like it's going to be like a 1 or 0 type of situation. You're either are or you're not. Is Durk, from your understanding, or you as a lawyer right now, as his criminal attorney, are you open to possible conversations about plea deals? Are you thinking, no, we're going all the way? Would you entertain it, just entertain it, because that's your job to listen to it and maybe present it to Durk, or that's just off the table?
It's a conspiracy commitment case. It's an all or nothing case, and he did not participate in a conspiracy to commit. And so there is no alternative. It's a life sentence, potential life sentence. So this case is going to go to 12 people.
They're going all the way for one specific reason. Durk's lawyers are keeping this in their back pocket to win the case, explaining that all Durk does online and in music is express his First Amendment rights.
There's a First Amendment argument here, right? That this violates the First Amendment. Can you talk about that?
Right, for sure. I mean, I'm expressing myself. I can say the things that I want to say in a rap record or any kind of record. And you could go back and there's country records and there are pop records and there are R&B records that talk about all kinds of things. It's just that there's this notion that with hip hop, quote, glorifying violence, that suddenly now we're going to use these things to prosecute them. But does that mean that the free speech, First Amendment has gone away? No, absolutely not. He can absolutely rap about what he wants to rap about, and that doesn't mean just because the story is violent.
It looks good for Durk. Lawyers online are even saying he will be released from jail like Young Thug was.
We've seen it happen quite a bit. I don't know that I'd say it's been persuasive. I think the biggest example we look at is Young Thug. Down in Atlanta. They took a lot of his lyrics, and even though technically speaking, ultimately they got a conviction, he actually walked out on time served. Most of the people that were prosecuted didn't end up being convicted, and I don't think anybody would call that prosecution a successful prosecution. And so, you've got freedom of speech issues. Does it mean that just because I'm saying something in a rap song, it typically is a rap song, does that mean that I actually did something? And this is an extra interesting twist here because Lil Durk's attorney is saying, well, this song was actually released months before.
As he also went on to explain how the prosecutors likely don't understand rap culture. This has happened in many cases, just like Thug's.
Yeah, and I'll go out on a limb and say that sometimes prosecutors don't necessarily understand hip hop culture. It's almost like a text without context. So you got to really understand the time, the place, the audience. Sometimes they might speak in ways that seem direct to somebody that's outside of the culture, but doesn't necessarily, but can mean several things to someone inside the culture. So it would certainly be a flub, big time, right? But it wouldn't be the first time that such a thing has happened where somebody looking through the window, particularly of hip hop culture, doesn't understand what's being said other than their desired use of it.
But the feds do understand one thing about hip-hop. They know everyone is connected, which is why Brick Baby was just arrested. The news wrote, prosecutors delayed Durk's chance of being released on bond to gather last-minute evidence against him for the next hearing. Chatter of a new snitch is going around the courtroom, which is likely the arrest of Brick Baby. Last week it was announced, Big U, Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, and others all arrested in a Rollin' 60s gang takedown. As it would then be shared, lawyers and sources believe Brick Baby, who was arrested in the latest gang takedown, will snitch on OTF rapper Durk. The timings of both arrests make lawyers believe the feds will force Brick Baby to give everything up on Durk, as the feds originally targeted Durk for M for Hire because of Brick Baby. 3 years ago, he did a live stream saying, "You can't say Durk never slid for Vaughn because they got Lil Pab." Once Durk was arrested, Brick Baby was on live stream and reacted to the old interview, making it look like he drew federal attention to Durk.
But was this an attempted hit or?
Well, I can't say that no more.
Then they put you as
Why?
God.
Like, who died? You can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash? Oh, who?
Federal charges in California.
Nah, because Lil Pab.
So this is about the...
Oh! What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more.
But did you know Brick Baby also said something even worse? The feds brought up Durk's evidence of, told me they got an Addy go, they got location go, from his song Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy. They connected it to, and I quote, Brick Baby says that he would have dropped Quando Rondo's location if Durk had asked because he is loyal to him.
Why is that? Then it's people like, you lined up somebody from your hood. Like, listen, I didn't. But at the end of the day, what's wrong with giving my friend the address? Oh, this is my boy. He lost his boy. Who did it could be around. 9 times out of 10, had he had asked me, I probably would have been coke if he even asked anybody, if this is even true. But 9 times out of 10, like I said, can I leak a bar?
Sure.
I said if he make the call right now, I'd something.
Right.
The feds have him in lockup now, pressing serious charges against him, which will force him to snitch on Durk in the end. But did you know it was announced? Charleston White says he's responsible for Brick Baby being locked up by the feds.
I'm the one that put the feds on Brick Baby. I keep telling you, y'all didn't think I be playing. When Brick Baby went to Houston and was playing on the internet and put that $10,000 stack on his head, and indirectly said, hey, I got some money on Charleston head. And he continued to act like he was pursuing me. I made a federal report. First, I called Houston and made the report to Houston, but I did this through my law enforcement friend. So, not only that, we filed a report with the feds in LA, along with the LA County Police. I swear to God.
As Charleston White isn't the biggest fan of Durk either, because he was happy when Durk was arrested.
This is a real victory. Now that demonic force was a dark force. It was a dark energy. I think we now finally get to put that fire out. I don't think we'll hear drill music ever again. I don't think drill rappers would ever be celebrated ever again. Down goes the drill. So this is a victory for law-abiding Americans who like hip-hop music but don't like the killing part of it.
But did you know, right when Durk's about to be released from jail, his wife, India Royale, was caught cheating? It was tweeted that Durk's baby mama, India, was allegedly seen at a party with her hand on another man's leg, with the footage being released by one of her friends. Screenshots would make it clear that it is happening, and India reacted the next morning.
Family, do we know you? Yeah, you a grown man. Do y'all remember when men used to like lay concrete, change tires, go to war? Now these niggas on the internet gossiping all day. Like, what's happening?
With this going viral online, 6ix9ine and DJ Academics would give their opinions.
Alright, so you want to bet 10,000 right now that hold on,
Durk
hold on.
told about some other.
We talking about India.
She's a good girl. She's
you met her?
I haven't met her. But,
so why you saying she a good girl? Like
because I hear the drama about everybody's relationship, and I know any rapper who could say something about me and they got a public girl, I could tell you who your girl off when she was mad at you. Like, I know all of that. I've never heard no dirt about her. Just to keep it a beat. Never heard nothing about her, period.
All right, but she gonna be faithful to the trial.
Yes.
Anything after that?
I mean, you never know how it goes. I mean, if somebody, how does it go if somebody's, again, I'm not wishing upon him, but if he get life, like, how did that go with your girl? She's supposed to be faithful or no?